Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. So this is the second part of the chapter. That is the next chapter. What we have done, the glossary we have done before. And this is the exercise part, that is the introduction to algebra. So let's start. So now the first exercise, the first question says that look at the given pattern carefully and complete the table. Okay, so the pattern is given. Okay, and now we have to complete the table accordingly. So here the table I have just pasted it over here, but don't look at these answers first. I'll explain to you how I got this answers. Okay, so now they said look at the given pattern carefully and complete the table, and this pattern is given. And again, what we have to do, write the generalized formula for the number of matchsticks. Okay, so now this is given already. Okay, so what does this say? Number of pentagons. So this is, penta means five. Okay, five number of sides. So this is one. When we join this, these are two pentagons. These are three. We can see. So in this one, in this pentagon, let us see the side. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we can also write here number of mastics. This we can also write directly over here without using the formula also. But now what you can see here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now what you can see, in between this, these are 5 and these are 9. So there is a difference of 4, isn't it? 9 minus 5 is 4. Now, this when three are joined together, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. This is 13. So what does the first say? 5, 9, and 13. So again, what you can see in this, between this also, there is a difference of 4. So now what we can do, now we have to write the formula based on this one. So we have to think of what will be the formula for this. So when the number of pentagons are 1, we have 5 and the difference should be 4. So here directly also we can write, we can take the difference of here for this one, 3 we can write the difference here, but this is 5. So we have to think of one formula, isn't it? Because these are 5 pentagons. Okay, so we cannot keep on drawing 5 pentagons and then 8 and 10. So we'll think of some formula. So here the generalized formula for this one is 1. There is 1 here, 1. And the number of mastics are 5. Okay, and then what we can do, when we subtract here, this will be 1 minus 1. So this is going to be 0. So 5 minus 0 is going to be 5. Okay, now let us see when the number of n is the number of, what is n here? N is the number of pentagons. Okay, now suppose it is 2 over here. The number of pentagons are 2, like this here. 2 into 5 is 10, and minus, if you write it, 2 minus 1, that is 2 minus 1 is 1. So 10 minus 1. So this is 10 and this is 1. So 10 minus 1, that is going to be 9. So this satisfies the equation over here. Okay, so now let us see for 3. If we write here 3, 3 into 5, number of pentagons are 3. And here we write here 3 minus 1. So what does this say? 15 minus here, this is 2. So that is 13. So that means this formula works. Okay. So now what I have done? I have done the workout over here. So when n is 1, I just put in this formula because we have finalized this formula, right? Okay. So we got 5. When n is 2, pentagons are 2, n means number of pentagons, we get 9. When this is 3, we just put the value, n value over here 3. Okay. And when we solve, we get 13. Now again, what did they say here? They said number of pentagons is 5. So we have to put in the same formula when number of n is 5. So 5 and here 5, that will be 25. And here 5 minus this is going to be 4. So 25 minus 4 is going to be 21. Again, here what is the number of pentagons is 8. So here when n is 8, so if we put here n is 8, 8 into 5, that is going to be 40. And this 8 here minus 1, that is 7. So that is going to be 33. Now when n is 10, so here 10 and here 5. So already 5 is there from the formula. So 10 5s are 50. And here when we put 10 minus 1 is 9. So 50 minus 9, that is 41. So I just put it with the white one. So this, you have to write this answers over here. Okay. Hope you got this one. So this was the simple one. Now let us go for the next question. What does the next question say? That form an algebraic expression. We have seen that the glossary part in my previous video. If you haven't seen what is the expression and what is the equation, all the terms I have explained to you. So go to that video. Okay. So now they said for each of the following statements, so we have to form an algebraic expression. Okay. So what does this say? 3 more. Okay. Then a number. So we don't know the number, and we have to add, when they say 3 more means we have to add to it. So what will we do? First thing, we will think of this number. So what will we write here? Let the number be x. When we write n and o and put a full stop, that means the short form for number. So no, let the number be x. And then what did they say? 3 more than a number. So when they say 3 more than a number means we have considered this as x. So what are we going to write? X plus 3. Is that clear? They just said to write the expression and not solve further. Okay, hope that is clear. So now the next one, what does this say? 5 less than a number. So again here we can write let the number be x. Okay, and 5 less means you have to subtract 5 from x. Okay, now here this third one, they said 2 taken away from a number. Again here let the number be x. Okay, and taken away means this is going to be subtraction. So x minus 2. And here, see, you'll say, why should I write this step and all this thing? Maybe in some cases they won't expect this step. But here in maths, like, whenever you do any problems, like, you have to see that if your steps are more, there are less likely means you will, we say, the more the steps, the less the mistakes. Okay, so it hardly takes, if you write 1 or 2 steps more, it hardly takes a half minute or 1 minute max. Okay, so don't try to cut down the steps. Okay, so and you must have seen in my videos also. So wherever possible, and I try to maximize the most steps. Okay, you will see my answers, like how to, the explanation will be with most steps. Okay, so follow that thing and you should be perfect. Okay, now the next one, what does this say? 1 added to twice a number. Okay, 1 added to 2. So now what will we do? We don't know twice a number, will not directly jump over here. Also, I said the increase the steps. So now look at here. Directly, we are not going to see twice a number. First, from that also, I can split up. So what will I say? Let the number be x. Okay. And then twice a number means it is going to be, because we consider the number as x, and twice a number is going to be 2x. So what does this 2x say is that there is a multiplication sign in between. But usually we don't write that multiplication sign. That 2x means it is understood there is multiplication in between. Okay. Now twice means you have to multiply. Okay. Now there 1 is added to it, means it is added to what we thought of twice a number. So we are going to write here 2x and plus 1. Hope that is clear. Now what the next problem says that 2 taken away from thrice a number, means that is 3 times. Okay, so again we'll write here let the number be x. Thrice a number means 3x, and taken away means subtraction. So 3x minus 2. Hope that is clear. Now here, look at the next one. They said 2/3 of a number. 2/3 of a number means off. Now this concentrated is off. Okay, so first let us write a number. So let the number be off. So when we say 2/3 means this is going to be 2/3. Off we will write as it is first. A number means we have considered the number as x. So now what are we going to do? 2/3. Whenever the off means it says that is multiplication. Off means multiplication. Okay. Now this is x. So we can also write, as I said, we can directly write over here like this. So that says that 2/3 multiplied by x. Okay. Now let us go to the next one. They said 2 added to 5/5 of a number. Again, now what are we going to do? First, let us start with let the number be x. Then 5/6 is going to be what? 5/6 off. Off means, as I said, that is multiplication. So you're going to put here multiplication. Our number means we have considered the number as x in this one. Okay, so we are going to put here x. So that is nothing but 5/6x. So that is not completed. Then what did they say? 2 added to all these things, isn't it? 5/6, 5/6 of a number, is it? So 5/6x, and you are going to add 2 to it. This is the final answer. Okay. Now they said 3 times a number. This is very easy. So our number means let the number be x. 3 times is going to be 3x. Okay. Now 4 divided by a number. So by a number means let the number be x. 4 divided by x. Simple. Okay, now look at here. 9 less than 10 times a number. First, directly we are not going to say 10 times, but let the number be x. 10 times a number, what it is going to be? That is going to be 10 into x. That is 10x. Okay, less than again. That is 10x and you have to 9 less than. So 10x minus 9. Hope you're getting it. Okay, so this was the lesson. So we'll go for the next question. Now they said write statement for each of the following algebraic expression. Okay, now there, what was there? We had to write the algebraic this one, right? Expression here. What are we going to do? No, in the previous one, what did they say here? That we had to write the statement from an algebraic expression for you had to for each of the following here form and this one the algebraic expression. Okay, so now here what does this question say here? That you have to write the statement for each of the following algebraic expression, isn't it? The opposite of that one. Okay, now here this is 18 minus y. Okay, so what are you going to write for this one? So this y is something a number, right? So what are we going to say? A number. Huh? So this we are considering is this as this y, that is a number. Then when we do subtraction means what will we say? Taken away from 18. Okay, so we have to write the statement for it. Now see here 3x plus 4. So what is done over here? What we can write the statement as 4 is added to 3x means thrice of a number. As we have seen that in the previous one, 3 into x, that is thrice of a number. Okay, now 1 by 4a. So we can write here 1/4 of a number. So 1/4 of means multiplication and this a. Okay, means we are considering the number as a. Okay, so we'll write here 1/4 of a number. And here now p minus 3. So what is this? Minus means 3. So now 3 less than a number. This is a number and 3 less than a number. Okay. Now we'll go for the next question. What does the next question say? Write all the terms of the following. Again, the terms I had told you how to see the terms in the glossary part, the previous video. So terms means now see here. This can you see in between these variables? We can see this one. This is plus sign means we can call it as a separator. So we have to see the before and after number. So 1, 2, and 3. So which are the terms? This x, y, and 2z. These are the terms. Okay, sorry, this one. Okay, so now here in the second one, what does it say? X minus 6z. Okay, here is minus, so you have to be very careful over here. Many of them miss this one, so they just write x and 6z. That is wrong. You have to write for this one along with the sign. Okay, here also of course that is along with the sign, but usually when we write 1, we don't write plus 1. So that is understood that when we write 1, that is plus 1 itself. Okay, but whenever there is minus, you have to write that minus. Okay, so you have to take this term along with the sign. Hope that is clear. Okay, now here this is 2x and this 5. These are the two terms. Okay, now 4x, this is just only one term. X, and again here can you see this is minus 1 by 2. So x and the second term is minus 1 by 2. Okay, don't forget the minus 1. And here 4 by 3x is 4 by 3. This will be x over here. Okay, and 2. Okay, so now this is something for the terms. Okay, now we will go for the factors. So now we are going to see the factors. Now just concentrate on this one. See here, they are given this number and we have to find out all the factors of it. So what we will do, this minus sign for time being, we will not keep it at side first. Now let us take one number. This is 3. See, 3 means we can also write for 1 3s are 3 or 3 1s are 3, right? So the factors of 3 are 1 and 3. Okay, so we'll write here 1. Then 3. We are not going to consider this sign first, okay? So we are just going to concentrate over here. So first thing 3 is done. Then what will be the factors? X, Y, Z, okay? These are one possibility. Again, what will be the possibility? This into this will be one factor. Then this into this is going to be one possibility. Then this into this, okay? Then what will be that? We can take this all together. Then what we can do, 3x and z. Okay, 3xz. Then what we can do, 3yz. Okay, these are one of the possibility. Then again we can take this into this, x into y. Then we can take x into z. Then y into z, that is yz. Okay, then all three together, x, y, z. Okay, and then what we can do, 3xyz. Is that clear? So these are the factors first for the, we don't consider this negative sign, only if we consider this one. Okay, these are the factors for that. And now what are we going to do? Definitely that minus we have to consider for the factors, but that was only we had to keep it at side for time being, because otherwise while writing the factors there will be some confusion. Okay, now what are we going to do? Something what we can do over here, since we have written these factors, we can do what we can write, because now we are going to take minus. Okay, so same, we'll take all these things, okay, these all things, and just keep on putting minus here. Can you see here? So this here, just put the minus sign over here. Clear? So just put the minus sign over here. Okay? So these are all the factors of minus 3xyz. Okay? There are many, but you have to, when you are writing the factors, you have to be very careful while writing the factors. So you must have now seen why did we keep this minus at the side for the first part. Okay? Okay, now we will go for the next one. So now you can see here 27p. 27p means you will, when you find the factors for this one, so what are the possibility? This 27 is divisible by 1. Then again by 3. It's not divisible by 2. Then we can go for 9. 9. Okay, 9 it is divisible. And then the number itself, that is 27. So these 1, 3, 9, 7, these are the factors for 27. Okay. Now what will be the other factor? We'll just write p. Okay. Now what will be there, since we have written here, let me write that 1, 3, 9 and 27. Okay. These are the factors for 27. Okay. So now look at here. So what are we going to consider? P is of course over here, that 3 into p, that is 3p. 9 into p, that is 9p. 27 into p, that is 27p. And this p alone, of course, we have to write this p alone. Okay. Is that clear? Okay. That is for 1. Okay. 1 into p is that p. Okay. Now we'll go for the next one. So again, as I said, this is again negative, which is very dangerous sign. And this is 12 CD. So right now, again, this one we'll keep at this side, as we did for the previous, for the problem number A. So now factors of 12. 12 factors are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Is it? So now what are we going to do? Here again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Okay. And then we'll write here C and D. So C and D. So then what are the possibility? 2 into C, that is 2C. 3 into C, that is 3C. 4 into C, that is 4C. 6 into C, that is 6C. And 12 into C, that is 12C. Okay. So now what are the other possibilities? You can write here 2 into D, that is 2D. 3 into 3D. 4 into D, 4D. 6 into D, 6D. And 12 into D is 12D. Okay. And now what we have to write? We have to combine this both. Again, 2 into CD, 3 into CD, 4 into CD, 6 into CD, 12 into CD. So hope that is clear. So these are the only possibilities over here. Okay. These are the possibilities. Okay. And now as we did it for the previous one, that is for A. Now we'll take the negative sign. So what are you going to do? Negative, negative, negative. Same thing, but you will put a negative sign over here. Okay. And now what are you going to do? Again, the same thing. You will just see for that one. Okay. Okay. So this part is clear. Now what are you going to do? The next question says that write the numerical coefficient of the following. So you know the coefficient. Coefficient means this also term I have done in my glossary part, the previous video. Just go through that. Coefficient means it is a number. Okay, so now what are we going to write? This is the variable here, and the coefficient of this variable, this is x, so that is 2. So the answer is the numerical coefficient of this is 2. Okay, now look at the second one, the B part. Now this is AB. Okay, the coefficient of that is 4. Okay, now this is PQ1. The coefficient of this is 10. Now here is XYZ. The coefficient of this is going to be minus. Minus means here. Well, what does this say? It means there is a 1 over here which we cannot see. Because see, 1 multiplied by 5 is 5, right? So here we usually don't write 5. We just write sometimes 5, isn't it? So we don't multiply that by same like 1, 1, 1. We don't take it. But anything multiplied by means 1 into x is going to be x. Okay. Now, so here the negative sign, so it is going to be negative 1, the coefficient of that. This is important, okay? Now, 1 by 3x, that is 1 by 3. Again, this for ABC, that is minus 3, so minus 3 is the coefficient of that. Okay? Now, let us go for the next one. What does this say that? For exercise 7.2, form an algebraic expression for each of the following statement. Okay? So now, what did they say here? X added to twice of y. So twice of y. Twice of y means 2 of means I said that is multiplication. So 2 into y, that is going to be 2y. Okay. And then to that x is added. Okay. So for 2y, that x is added. Here, only we have to form an algebraic expression. We don't have to solve it. Then 100 more than 10 times n. When 10 times n means times means multiplication. Okay. So that is going to be 10n. Okay, and 100 is more than 10 times n. So what are you going to write here? More than 10 times n means plus 100. So 10n you will write and plus 100. Okay, now look at here. This is important now. M square n added to n square n. Okay, so now you know added to. Okay, so now what are you going to do when it is added to this one? So this number should be first. So you will write here n square m. So because this is added to. Okay, so this should come in the first, and then you are adding m square n to it. So now what I have done, because what we have to do, we have to take the common between this one. Okay, so this is one term and this is the other term. Okay, so what did I do here? N square m I can split into n square means n square is n into n, correct? So I wrote over here, and m is here. So now see what I'm going to do. Just concentrate on this one. And m square m. M square means m into m. So I wrote here m into m, and this is n separately. So what did I write here? M into n. So now from these both, okay, what we can see common? Common is we can see m over here and m is also over here, correct? And now n also over here and n also over here. So that is called the common factors. Okay, so what is common? M and n. So this m and n I put outside the bracket. And what remains in the bracket is what is left in the first term, that is n. And in the second term is m. So what I'm going to write here, n. And this plus sign is from here, because we are thinking of this two, right? What is common from this two? We got it to this one. This is the rough work. And then what remains is that is n plus. Okay, concentrate on this one. Now the last, this for the D1, what does this say? That a sum of x square, 2xy and y square. So now the sum means, you know, what is that? That is addition, isn't it? So just it's, you have to write just this one. We don't have to solve it. You will write x square plus 2xy plus y square. This is simple. Now 4a multiplied by 7a. So that's, multiplied by this one. Just simply 4a multiplied by 7a. And here you can write 7 4s are is 28 and a into a, that is a square. Okay, and one more thing in exponents we are going to do. A means here there is a power is 1, and again here a means the power is 1. So here the power becomes 1 plus 1, that is going to be 2. Okay, a this one into a raised to 1. There are rules for that. So whenever there is a multiplication means we have to add the powers. Okay, so when we do the exponents, I'll explain to you. Okay, so right now, just think whenever a and this is a, both that you have to, there is power 1 that you have to add it. So that will be 2. Now 4a square b square c square divided by a square b square c square. So here what did I do? I did it in the vertical way, so it becomes easy for the this calculation. So I wrote here 4a square and this divided by this. So now what happens here? This and this gets cancelled off. This and this gets cancelled off. This and this gets cancelled off. So what remains over here is 4. Okay. Now look at here. P square q subtracted from PQ square. So now whenever this word from is used, okay, whenever this word after subtraction, this from is used, now they will say, suppose 3 subtracted from 8. Okay, so which are you going to write here? 8 you are going to write from, because after from, your whatever the number is that you are going to write, you will write 8 minus 3. That is 5. Okay. So now same here, when the from word is used, after from whatever is there. So this is not a number, so you should not get confused. That is PQ square. Should be at the start, after from. Just remember, wherever you come across this from. And then you are going to subtract P square Q. Again, this I did in the rough work to take the common one. P, this one, I have just split it up. This one, P square Q, I have just split it up. What is common over here? P and Q, P, Q and Q. So I've written here PQ as common. And then what remains in the bracket is, from this first term, Q remains. So this is Q. This is the minus sign. And this is the P. So P remains over here. Okay. So this was something for today. Okay, so I'll end my video over here. So before that, please do like and subscribe to this channel so you get the notification of the other parts of this chapter and many more. Thank you.